Welcome. My name is Julie Keller, and I'm the Executive Director of the Women's Fund. Welcome to the Starting Point Spring 2025 graduation. Welcome, graduates. Thrilled to be here with you once again. Today is such a meaningful and joyful day for all of us who have believed in the power of women to transform their lives and to transform their communities. We're here to celebrate the remarkable progress of these women who are graduating here today, their resiliency, their determination, and heart every step of the way. The Women's Fund is proud to be a longtime partner of this initiative, and in partnership with Fox Valley Technical College, Babes Child Abuse and Prevention Program, and Fox Valley Technical College, and the many donors who believe that if we invest in women, we can change lives and change generations. For over 8 years, we've had the privilege of walking alongside at this program as nearly 200 women who have graduated and their children have benefited greatly from this program. And that's the beauty of a true partnership. We're learning along the way, we're walking alongside each other, and we just want to make this better for the women. At the core of the Women's Fund mission is creating economic opportunity for women and girls, and that is really what we're all here for today, is the economic opportunity that these women and these families will have after graduating from this program and continuing on with their education. The catalyst for lasting change, and we at the Women's Fund are proud to be a part of it for so many years. And to all of our collaborators, thank you for seeing what's possible, for rolling up your sleeves to bring this vision to life. This vision came to life before I was even at the Women's Fund. And so, Kira, your guidance and dedication as a counselor and an instructor for these women has been instrumental in making this program what it is today. Pastor Mani, your focus on our little ones have really made a big impact in changing the lives of families for the better. You both have been a deep believer in the life-changing reality of this program and your unwavering belief that we can serve women better and their families. And I'll just give a shout out to the executive director that was here. Becky Belanger was also part of this group that brought this vision to life. She's now at Fox Valley Technical College Foundation, and I am so honored to step into this role and steward this program after she had such a strong start. So thank you. To our donors, thank you for believing in the vision and the reality of what we can do if we invest in women and girls. And finally, to our graduates, thank you for believing in yourselves and helping turn it into a reality. Your support continues to change lives. Now take everything you've learned, your skills, your knowledge, your confidence, and step boldly into your next chapter. And we are all here for you. Congratulations. And now I want to invite Kara up to here to hear from her. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Julie. Well, good morning, everyone. Um, Thank you for being here today. I wanted to just tell you that I have the honor of wearing two hats here. I am one of the counselors here on staff, and I also get the honor of being an instructor for the Starting Point program. Before I begin, I'd like to just share a few thanks as well to Amber. Amber is our virtual Starting Point instructor. We actually have three cohorts. We have an in-person, we have a virtual, and we also have one in Oshkosh. So Amber is our virtual instructor. Thank you for all that you do. And I also want to give a shout out to Liz McKee. She does so much. She really makes this program run smoothly. She did a lot of work for today. So thank you, Liz, for being you. Appreciate you. So, what I'd like to do is to start my remarks today by sharing a story. And the story isn't going to make any headlines. It's not going to make the evening news. However, this story happens quietly every day on college campuses and living rooms across our country. I'd like you to picture a student named Jasmine. She's 27 years old. She's raising two young children on her own and taking college classes part time. Her mornings begin before the sun is up. She quietly gets herself ready for the day, then gently wakes her toddler, packs her snacks, lunches, toys, and just enough diapers to get through the day. In a rush to get everyone out the door, her coffee grows cold. Her textbook probably is going to get left behind on the kitchen counter. After a daycare drop off and a quick prayer that her child stays healthy, Jasmine heads to campus. She attends lectures, takes notes, and tries to stay focused. The more the professor's words come out, the more she goes through her mental checklist, the bills that are due, the work that she has after class, and the homework she'll have due tonight. Between classes, she squeezes in study sessions before heading to work, then comes home to tackle dinner, bedtime stories, laundry, and finally homework. Her nights often end at the kitchen table, sometimes with a sleeping baby on her chest and a paper still waiting to be finished. Jasmine is not just doing this for herself, she's doing it for her children, for a chance at stability, for opportunity, and for a future where doors open instead of close. Her journey is filled with challenges, but giving up is not an option because for Jasmine, earning a degree isn't just a goal, it's a promise. Jasmine isn't alone. In fact, she's an example of 1 in 5 college students in the United States who is also who are parenting students. That's more than 3.8 million students juggling academics while raising children. Yet, despite their determination, only about 1 in 3 student parents go on to earn a 4-year degree in 6 years. Not because they lack talent or commitment, but because they face significant barriers, lack of time, lack of support and childcare, and finances. And yet, they persist. Today, we're here to honor 11 students, 10 of whom are parents, and one who's a very proud auntie. Graduates, whether your story looks like Jasmine's or something different, the truth remains. You've chosen to invest in your education and your future, not just for yourself, but for your children and your nieces and nephews. And that choice is very powerful. Research tells us that children of college educated parents are significantly more likely to pursue higher education themselves. So when your child sees you studying at the kitchen table, they're not thinking, wow, mom needs to get it together. They're thinking, that's what strength looks like. That's what success looks like. And that's what I want to become. And if your kids are too young to understand now, don't worry. They'll remember. They'll remember the determination in your eyes. They'll remember the moments that you chose to keep going. And don't get me wrong, there will be moments ahead that are hard. Classes that feel overwhelming or that you plain just don't enjoy. Days when the Wi Fi doesn't work, the baby's teething, and you accidentally submit your grocery list instead of your essay. But in these moments, I want you to remember this. You've already done something incredible. You've started. And now you've finished this chapter. Keep turning the page. Earn your GED. Take a class. Start a degree. Keep building on your future. Keep showing your children that dreams are not just things we talk about, they are things we work for. And as you move forward, I encourage you to hold on to what you've learned in Starting Point. Most importantly, self-confidence, career planning, the importance of healthy relationships, goal setting, and all of the community and college resources. And most importantly, the belief that you can keep going. Those of us who are here today completely support you. We encourage you to walk into your next class with your head held high, your backpack loaded, and maybe a goldfish cracker or two stuck to your sweater. Because you're not just getting a degree, you're modeling resilience, hope, and possibility. Congratulations to the Starting Point graduates. You are not just students, you are trailblazers, you are cycle breakers, and you are inspiration in motion. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Amber to come forward. She's going to introduce our student speaker.
I just want to say this is my seventh class of teaching Starting Point, and it's been such an honor to be a part of Fox Valley and the Women's Fund. Kara, thank you so much for your mentorship. Dan, thank you so much for hiring me. Being a part of these classes has just it's given me so much joy, and you guys have been amazing. Watching the transformation that you guys from the first day to graduation day is just absolutely wonderful. And so, with that, I want to introduce April Hernandez, and I'm just going to tell a little bit of a story. When we started, April, and I teach in a virtual environment, so it is sometimes a little awkward. We're on the screen, but April in the beginning was a little bit like, I'm shy, I don't really talk much. She has blossomed, and the motivation and dedication and determination that this young lady has is just admirable. I love the connections that you guys have made throughout this class, and I hope that you continue and to have lifelong connections because that's really important. So, with that, I would like to introduce April Hernandez.
Good morning, everyone. Before I start, oh, sorry, I'd like to ask a question. You don't have to answer out loud, just think back a little bit. Have you ever felt lost? Maybe wandered the aisles of a grocery store? Or maybe you took the wrong exit? How about in life? Not knowing what to do, where to go, who to ask, or what to even ask? Well, you're safe here because I've been there too. Hello, friends, faculty, and family members of my fellow graduates. My name is April Hernandez, and it's truly an honor to stand in front of all of you today. I am 26 years old and the mother of two boys, Amadeo and Aquiles. I was born in Southern California, born six out of seven girls to Jorge and Julia Hernandez, who come from a small ranchito in Puebla, Mexico. Even though I am one of Mama and Papa's youngest, I had my fair share of love, memories, and scoldings. Although Mom and Dad knew little to no English, they gave us a well loved and educated childhood. Their bank accounts were rich in money, but their hearts were rich with love. I remember my mom walking my younger sister, and I across the road to the dairy farm where my dad worked to take him a nice warm meal. I loved and enjoyed my childhood. I didn't want to grow up. My high school years were a struggle for me. I admit it was my own fault. I enjoyed learning, especially science and math. Unfortunately, I chose the wrong crowd and influence to surround myself with. I was behind in credits my junior year, and feeling so behind, I eventually dropped out. I truly had no reason for my slacking. I had all the support from my parents and family. I had some good friendships with amazing and intelligent people. However, I had come to realize I cannot dwell on the past and it's done and behind me. All I can do is take accountability and responsibility and keep moving forward. I can push to be a better me personally and academically, and if there's time, physically. My new motto is to be better and do better, not only for myself, but for the two little ones watching me. To be honest, starting point was never in my plans. However, the opportunity presented itself, and I wanted more for myself and to be someone for my boys to look up to. I realized this program could help me grow in many ways and give me something to look forward to each week. I attended the virtual starting point program, which was held every Wednesday evening. Meeting virtually can be a little awkward, and I can be a little shy at first, but making people smile comes easy to me. I soon found the students in Amber made it so comfortable to learn in a positive environment. We connected with each other, helped each other out in different ways, such as sharing community resources and parenting tips. Along these amazing ladies, I learned that it's okay to do new things and to meet new people. Starting Point helped me recognize what I am capable of and built my self confidence. I know I now want to show my boys that they can do anything they set their minds and hearts to. I found many opportunities and resources through this great program. Starting Point helped me grow and learn qualities for many aspects of my life. It gave me a boost of courage and gave me direction and helped me create a vision to what my future could be if I stay focused and consistent. Throughout Starting Point, I have begun to further my education. I am actively working on my GED through Fox Valley Tech, and I have plans to graduate this summer or early fall. After completing my GED, I plan to pursue a degree in dental hygiene. It's always a good feeling to see a growth within yourself, but it's a bigger feeling when those who surround and care for you notice and compliment you on it. The joy I feel to have met such supportive women and to have joined Starting Point is immense. To conclude this speech, I would like to express my utmost gratitude for the time and support given through this program. Amber, thank you for doing what you do. You are helping so many grow within. A huge thank you to the Women's Fund, Fox Valley Tech, Babes, and other donors and informational speakers. Every single one of you are greatly appreciated. To my fellow graduates, best wishes to you in the parenting and educational journey. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us and our children. Thank you.
Thank you, April. Great job. Our next speaker is Maribel Contreras, and Maribel was a graduate of Starting Point in spring of 2023, and she's currently in our early childhood associate degree program. And I just want to share just a little bit about Maribel. Um, this lady, this young woman, has taken every single resource that I have given to her, and she has used it for her and her family. She has four beautiful children, and she's a great mom. And I'm so proud of her, and I'm really anxious for you to hear her story. So let's welcome Mary Bell. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. This is my first time in front of a lot of people and speaking, so if I get nervous, I hope you all understand. I will start by mentioning a verse that has helped me along the way. Isaiah 43:19. For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness, and I will create a river in the dry wasteland. It takes a person an average of 7 attempts to leave an abusive relationship. That's what an advocate from Harbor House told us in one of our Starting Point classes. And when I heard her say that, I froze. Because I wasn't just a statistic, I was living proof. I thought I had left for good until I went back again and again to the same pattern, the same fear, the same pain, just a different face. That day, something clicked. This wasn't just something I had gone through, this was something I was still carrying. Abuse hadn't just shown up in my life, it had followed me since before I was even born. My mother was pregnant with me when she was trying to escape domestic violence. When I was 8 months old, she finally found the courage to leave my father. I was born in Mexico, and after she left him, She brought me to the United States, hoping to give us both a better life. We landed in California, where she worked multiple jobs to survive. After I turned one, my mother, overwhelmed, exhausted, and alone, made the painful decision to send me back to Mexico to live with my grandparents. She was trying to protect me the only way she knew how. I returned just before starting kindergarten and found a mother who was now remarried and pregnant. Her new marriage was also abusive, and now substance abuse was part of our daily reality. I grew up in a home where abuse came in every form: verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. I didn't grow up feeling protected. I grew up feeling like survival was the only option. My name is Maribel Contreras, and I'm a proud former graduate of Starting Point program. I stand here today not because my story is easy to tell, but because it's proof of what happens when a woman is given the chance to grow, to be heard, supported, and believed in. Growing up in my household was very difficult. There was chaos, fear, and silence. But one place gave me peace. That was school. Schools where I felt free, where I felt I belonged. It was the only place I felt worthy. If only those teachers could be here today to know what they did for me. I will always be grateful for them. At 15, I met my high school sweetheart, and just a year later, I became a teen mom. While other girls were going to dances, I was being taught how to be a wife and mother. We were married for 20 years and had 3 children: Daniel, Anthony, and Natalie. In 2020, during the pandemic, my husband asked me for a divorce. He left me and our children: no car, no stability, and a home I couldn't afford. For 20 years, I covered up the abuse. I stayed in silent to protect my children. But in doing so, I lost myself. All I knew were the roles I played: mom and wife. My identity was buried under years of pain. After the divorce, I ended up in another relationship. I thought it would be different. I was wrong. It was another abusive relationship. I got pregnant with my son Sebastian, and the abuse only got worse. One day, feeling desperate to be seen, I drove to Fox Valley Technical College and met with Margie. She saw something in me and connected me to Kara. That's when my life began to change. Kara introduced me to Starting Point program and told me they would care for Sebastian while I took the class. For the first time in a long time, I saw light in my darkness. I began to learn who I was beyond being a wife and mother. Each week, community resources came to speak with us. When that advocate from Harbor House spoke, I realized how much denial I had lived in. That moment gave me strength to finish the program and sign up for college. Shortly after graduating Starting Point, I found I was pregnant again. Felt like I had taken a step back. Things got so bad, I ended up homeless with my children. Ashamed and scared, I didn't want anyone to know. I remember what I learned and started seeking help. I made the decision to leave that relationship and be a single mom. At 5 months pregnant, I lost my son Isaiah. I was broken. I couldn't comprehend it. My world shattered. It was in my lowest moments, broken, grieving, and unsure of what came next, that I realized I couldn't do this alone. Everything I had learned in Starting Point began to come back to me: the resources, the support, the people. They had planted seeds in me I didn't even know were growing. And one by one, I reached out, and one by one, they reached back. That's when I truly began to rise, not by my strength alone, but by the hands that were willing to lift me. I want to take a moment to honor each of them, because without these people and programs, I wouldn't be standing here today. To Starting Point program, you were more than a class. You were the beginning of my healing. You gave me a space to be seen, to feel safe, and to rediscover my worth. Kara, your heart and your vision have changed more lives than you know. You didn't just start a program, you created a movement of hope and transformation. You believed in me before I could believe in myself, and I will never forget that. To Margie, thank you for being that first open door. You listened without judgment and led me to the opportunity that would change my life. To Donna from Appleton Housing, thank you for helping me create a plan and showing me that stability was possible again. You helped give my family a home we needed to breathe and grow. To Vida and their credible staff, thank you for for surrounding me with mentorship and encouragement. Noemi, thank you for speaking truth into my life, guiding me spiritually, to challenging me to grow with strength and grace. Jill, thank you for reminding me that the boundaries are necessary and that caring for myself is not selfish but sacred. Joan, thank you for making space for my grief. You let me talk about Isaiah and reminded me that he is always with me. To Maria Elena from Parent Connection, thank you for reminding me that I was still a good mom. Your support and encouragement helped me show up for my children. Thank you for connecting me with play groups and to other moms. To Kathy from Samaritan Counseling, thank you for supporting me and helping me peel back the layers of pain I had buried for so long. You helped me begin the process of healing, not just surviving, but truly living. To Pastor Mani at Babes, thank you for supporting my family with care packages, play dates, and the opportunity to volunteer. You helped me feel useful and valued again and reminded me that giving back is part of healing too. Little by little, I started to rise again, and I leaned on the tools Starting Point had given me. I reconnected with the resources that once helped me stand, and slowly, with trembling faith, I stepped back into education. I returned to Fox Valley Technical College, this time with a deeper purpose, not just to heal, but to build something for myself and my children. And today I'm proud to say that I've earned my first certificate in early childhood education, and I'm continuing to earn my associate's degree because I believe in the power of shaping young lives. Right now, I'm continuing to heal, raise my children, and pursue my degree, and that alone is a victory I'm proud of. The little girl who found refuge in her teachers is now becoming the teacher who will be someone else's refuge. To my children, Daniel, Anthony, Natalie, Sebastian, thank you for walking this journey with me. You are the reason I kept going. You are my strength and my greatest accomplishment. To my baby in heaven, Isaiah, your life changed mine. You're a part of everything I do, and I would like to leave a word of encouragement using each letter of his name. I, identity. You are not what happened to you. S, strength. Rising again is the strongest thing you can do. A, awakening. Let your pain awaken your purpose. I, inspiration. Your healing will inspire others. A, acceptance. Every part of your story matters. H, hope. There's always hope, even in the dark. To every woman graduating today, we didn't just complete a program, we broke cycles and we found our voices. Before I close, I want to give a special thanks to Julie Keller and the entire team of the Women's Fund. Your support and funding Starting Point has changed so many lives, including mine. Because of you, women like me have been given a second chance to heal, to grow, and to believe in a future we never thought was possible. Thank you for planting seeds of hope in our community. They say it takes 7 times to leave an abusive relationship, but what they didn't say is on the 8th time, you rise. Thank you.
bring some smiles now. This isn't on your program, but Rose and Jean, could you come forward, please? So Rose and Jean actually heard about Starting Point from Rose's daughter. Darla, where are you? Darla's here. Darla took Starting Point a year ago, and she encouraged her mom and her auntie to take it. These two are twin sisters, and they are a delight. They inspired all of us, didn't they? And they asked me during our one on one if they could sing a song for you in French. They are from Haiti, and they have been through a lot to be here with you today. And so they want to share a song of thanksgiving. The song is called Thank You. And so I'd invite both of you to come over to the microphone and sing your beautiful song for us.
Sorry. Um, Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I wanted to translate the song for you first before you hear it, so you can understand every single word. So, it's supposed to be. It is simple. It is a simple thank you that does not have a great price, but said with all one's heart that fills with happiness. It If the birds of the sky know how to say thank you, it is because they have understood a true devotion.
C'est un simple merci qui n'a pas de grand prix, mais dit de tout son cœur, qui comble de bonheur. C'est un simple merci qui n'a pas de grand prix, mais dit de tout son cœur, qui comble de bonheur. Si les oiseaux du ciel savent dire merci, c'est qu'ils ont bien compris un dévouement fidèle. C'est un simple merci qui n'a pas de grand prix, mais dit de tout son cœur, qui comble de bonheur. C'est un simple merci qui n'a pas de grand prix, mais dit de tout son cœur, qui comble de bonheur. Merci, merci. Thank you.
Beautiful song. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And now I'd like to introduce you to Pastor Mani. Pastor Mani is the director of BABES, Child Abuse and Prevention Program, and she is just a wonderful, wonderful partner and friend. And she takes care of all the children and teaches them early childhood skills while the moms are learning. So, Pastor Mani.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon or good morning, everybody. Sorry. Welcome and thanks to all of our supporters and friends and family members who are here to support the graduates. Graduates, congratulations. You did it. You want to do the hat toss in a little bit? So it has been an honor always to serve you all in whatever capacity we are serving each of you. Some of you we get to see often and some we do not. So it was very nice to be able to serve you all in this capacity. And my one sort of word of wisdom kind of thing is so it's along the lines of parenting strategies. How many have heard of the noticing and ignoring strategy? A couple of you, okay. Notice and ignoring. Oh yeah, Alex, I see you, girl. Noticing and ignoring. So in parenting, one strategy to try to get good behavior or the behaviors that you want, you notice those good ones, reward, recognize those, and then those minor misbehaviors, minor infractions, misdemeanors, ignore those. You guys are good at this, anyways, right? It's called tuning them out or something. This is what I hear. But, anyways, noticing and ignoring. So, you're doing that to try to get the behavior that you want out of the little person. And the more you notice the positive things, the more they understand, oh, this is a good thing. I get some attention, I get recognition for this positive behavior. And the less you give attention to those negative behaviors, the more those should dissipate. Right? We're on the same line? Okay. So I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that strategy in terms of you graduate people, you. Some of you have little people watching you and learning from you. And so, why don't we just kind of flip that script a little bit? Maybe now the little person is the person observing and noticing and ignoring instead of the parent, right? Flip the script. Okay, so the good things that you're doing, and they're the parent now, right? They're watching you go to school. They're watching you complete things like today. They're watching you persevere, keep your determination, have that fortitude, get back up when you fall down, right? They're noticing that. Whether we can call it a parenting strategy or not for them, as they're watching you, whatever we want to call it, that's what they're doing. So I encourage you to keep going forward, keep doing that, keep doing the positive. And any of those negative things that you might be doing, stop it. Like, I don't know. What's a negative thing that we do? Fail? No, no, no. We all fail. No, wait. We stay down when we get knocked down. Let's not do that. What's another one? Yeah. Let's not do that. We're not doing that. What else? What's a negative that we do as adults as we're growing, we're maturing, and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Getting stuck in depression. We ain't doing that. We're done with that. Because they're noticing, right? And they may not be able to ignore that negative stuff. And the purpose of Starting Point is to help you shift that mindset. Remember, whether you have kids or not, there's somebody watching. Remember that we're an example. And no matter what we go through, and I missed Maribel's thing, but that's okay. But I know she's persevered. We are watching. Little kids are watching. No matter what you go through, you're going to be able to tell somebody else down the road. Right, Maribel? Did you hear that? No matter what, we all have trials and tribulations, but it's not to knock us out of the game of life. We persevere, we make it through, we overcome, and then we get to tell somebody else about it and help them get out of it, right? So, congratulations. We're expecting you to be great. Wait, I don't see enough smiles behind that. We're expecting you to be great. Okay, there we go. We're expecting you to be great. And if you thought you didn't have enough support, I need to tell you something. Take a look around. Oh, there's another one. Take a look around. Seriously, all of these people are your support system. And there's an army behind all of us. There's an army behind all of us helping you, okay? So you have a support system. You just got to reach out. All right, cool. How about if we get some certificates handed out? Yay, congrats again. Woohoo! Amber's first. Yep. I'll take care of the
All right. You guys ready? Yep. Well, Martin,
concludes our graduation this morning. Thank you all again for coming. And if you wouldn't mind, please join us for some cake and cookies, coffee, and some fellowship time together. Thanks for coming.